You're back with Expresso here on SABC3, your feel-good breakfast show. It is Tuesday and time for our Tuesday Top 10. And this time we're going to be a little proudly South African and talk about the top 10 memorable and, of course, happiest Madiba moments. And we're starting off with number 10. Now, everybody knows this one, the release from prison. The sight of Nelson Mandela and his wife, Winnie, walking out of the Victor Verster prison gates on the 11th of February 1990 has to be one of many South Africans. It's a moment that we'll never forget. Madiba and Winnie walked hand in hand, smiling and saluting the crowd. This was the day that Mandela stood before his people and declared, "Our march to freedom is irreversible." People danced and sang in the streets, and it became apparent that the dark days of apartheid were well and truly coming to an end.
Well, what a top 10 it is, an amazing moment as we're celebrating not just South Africa, but also Tata Madiba, also casting his first vote. The 27th of April 1994, it marked a momentous day for South Africa, the first democratic election, and Nelson Mandela casting his vote as millions of others queued for hours to also vote and cast their vote for the very first time. Well, this is what he said. He said, "This is for all South Africans, an unforgettable occasion. It is a realization of hopes and dreams that we have cherished over decades. The dreams of South Africa, which represents all South Africans, and it is the beginning of a new era." Well, we've moved from an era of, pessimism and division and also limited opportunities, turmoil and conflict, and we're starting a new era of hope and reconciliation and also nation building.
Another happy moment has to be the Free at Last speech. A free South Africa marked some remarkable changes in the country, and it all took place on the 2nd of May 1994. People could marry based on love and not race, and South Africans of all races could enjoy living in a country free of racial divides. It was the day that Nelson Mandela, our first black president of South Africa, was sworn in as the nation's leader.
And then the one thing that has always come up, and also this last past weeks as we remember Tata, 1995 and the Rugby World Cup. Many believe that this was the moment that South Africa truly became a rainbow nation as he walked up to the rugby field and waved his green and gold cap in the air. Madiba won the hearts of the nation. Regardless of race, everybody was invited to join in the celebration. Well, as Mandela once said, sport has the one power to change the world, and it certainly appeared to do just that still.
Another memorable moment for us South Africans was when Tata Madiba won the Nobel Prize. Now, 1993 marked the year that Mandela and F.W. de Klerk shared the Nobel Prize for their dedication to civil rights. Madiba proudly dedicated the prize to all the people who fought against the violence of apartheid.
But there's more. Appearance on Oprah in 2000. Humility is a word that describes Madiba to the T. In 2000, he appeared on the Oprah show, and Oprah herself, she was bowled over by how unassuming and how humble our Tata is. So let's take a look. Here we go.
I remember that moment, absolutely amazing. Another happy moment for all South Africans was, of course, the statue in London. Now, Tata Madiba not only stole the hearts of our nation, but the hearts of the world. A statue of Nelson Mandela was unveiled in London's Parliament Square, where he stands amongst figures like Churchill and Lloyd George. He is said to have a close relationship with the Queen, and when he last saw her, he stated, "You look younger every time I see you." He said last time he saw her. Now, she was delighted, according to reports, of course, as he delights everyone across the world.
And then, of course, the Madiba jive. We've all tried it. South Africans may be renowned for their traditional dancing, but the Madiba jive is the dance that is understood in all languages. To see how the great leader shakes it up and burdens off his shoulders and shake a leg is truly beautiful. And the Madiba jive has been emulated across South Africa by dancers of all ages and races.
Absolutely amazing. And then another proud moment, of course, is the 46664. Mandela has played a significant role in creating awareness and removing the stigma associated with AIDS in South Africa. And a series of music concerts took the world by storm in the 2000s. They were called 46664 after Mandela's prison identification number. Now, at the first concert, which took place in 2003, Mandela said AIDS is no longer just a disease, it is a human rights issue.
True that, but there's more moments. Soccer World Cup, it's not only did he use sporting events to unite people, but Mandela was the main driver of our country hosting the first ever FIFA World Cup when he persuaded FIFA to give the rights to South Africa, which we all know was a massive success that had the nation waving their proudly South African flags widely.
Wow.
Right, Bob?
I love that. I love talking about Tata Madiba. He really does do something so amazing to just unite a nation, and I'm so happy to have lived in a time when he was, with us.
I saw the Arch twice this week.
Yes.
And it's even in his speech, he said, even from his hospital bed, he still brings a nation together. So
wow.
It's awesome to be part of a country that celebrates that.
I absolutely love it. Now, something that we also love here on our show is, of course, watching young, incredible people do some things that are quite amazing. Now, for anyone who's ever watched the movie Pitch Perfect, you would have seen Anna Kendrick do something right in the beginning, a little song that she does with cups. It blew us away, and I'm very happy to announce that she's now taken it to a music video with a song called Cups. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out.